Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
Today we're watching season 4, episode 7 of Haikyu called Return.
I'm not really sure what that means. Maybe we're talking about service reception? Or return to nationals, or I don't know.
What do you mean service reception?
Like returning the ball.
Oh, could be.
We talked about Noya in the last episode, so I was just wondering if it would be something like that. But last episode was fun. We got volleyball 201 in that episode. And I'm curious to see how Kageyama adjusts to this block style, because he hasn't seen it before. But he's thinking about it, he's enjoying the challenge. How is he going to use his hitters? What is he going to come up with? Or does somebody else on the team come up with a solution? Maybe Tsukushima? Maybe our boy Ukai?
Love Ukai. Some higher level thinking required here. And this is what they need though. They need a team in a low stakes environment to put them under pressure to be able to figure out ways to get out of trouble. It's great.
There's nothing better as a hitter, if you're working on things and you want to try and score, than to face a really good block, because it's in your face all the time. You have to be sharp. You can't make mistakes. You can't get out of trouble just by swinging. It's really good practice.
I mean, of course, it's a game and the boys always want to win every single game they play, but at the end of the day, Date Tech is being kind enough to be their training partners, and they are helping them get better and prepare. So like that is what it is, and that's what the focus and the like objective needs to be, is like, let's get better.
Yep.
Adam's tired. It's
I'm
bedtime.
not tired.
All right, let's see what this Noya Kageyama
I really hope there's
weird
no drama.
interaction at the end there, what that turns into, and what other things we're gonna see from Date Tech. So let's get started. Season 4, episode 7 of Haikyu is coming right now.
Oh boy.
Back attack の助走の邪魔してます。
そうでした。どうだろう。みんなバラバラに動いてるし、わかんなかったけど。
なるほどな。
Correct response.
How did nobody else notice that?
全然気づかなかったな。プレー中に気づく影山も言われてすぐ思い当たる西野屋もすごいですね。
Fair.
西野屋さんにあんな風に言うのがすごい。
にしても言い方ってもんがあんだろうが。
他にどういう言い方がありますか？
だとこら。
はい。その辺でストップ。すいません。
普段の西野屋にならともかく、プレー中の西野屋に文句言うやつは初めてだな。
さすが影山。
なんだろう、いつもよりちょっと怖いな。
爪痕が
のブロックいいですね。
あ
カラスの相手って聞いた時からみんな気合入ってましたもんね。
少し前まではどうしてもサイドのスパイカーに気を取られてスプレッド気味になることもあったが、よく真ん中で粘ってる。
It's curious, I know you have to.
ナイス
今のは良かったはずだ。いつも通り
You're
だ。
not gonna get your hitters one-on-ones every single
ちゃ
time.
んと決まったじゃん。言いたいことあるなら言えば。
言いたいように言われたら喧嘩になるくせに。っていうか影山が何でもちゃんと言語化できると思ったら大間違いだぞ。
全くです。でも一言多いとか言い方がムカつくのとかいつもだけど、言わないのはなんか変だ。
He's thinking.
影山、はい。田中さん、こいつほんと機械見て。
That was almost like the Oikawa set from the scores table.
近すぎず近すぎず遠すぎないトス。どんくらい練習したんだ。
A lot.
なんか感動する。
Well, went for a sharp angle.
くそっす。
And he liked line the most.
Yeah.
ブロック意識しすぎたかな。
失礼します。可愛い後輩の。
I remember I had issues with this whole scenario on my first time watching this.
I mean, they're not wrong. The way Kageyama talks. Hold on, just before your jaw drops on the floor. Kageyama is very direct, very blunt, and very forthright with what he says. There is nothing wrong with that, but it can definitely rub some people the wrong way. Come on.
So how is that acceptable and what Tsukishima does to people completely fine? Because I would say that what Tsukishima does it borders on like malicious sometimes. Like he is not being nice. And everybody just laughs it off and it's totally fine. But like Kageyama is like so genuine and just like there's no malintent behind what he says. It's just facts. And like Ushijima is allowed to be like that and is completely fine. Like it's just like
What? But I think how I'm reading this situation is it's because it's happening in match.
well, what is he supposed to say?
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
It's in match. You have limited time. Like, express yourself in the most clear and concise way possible.
No, I get that. But I think what they're saying is he doesn't always do a good job of being clear or concise. and his tone, listen, you have to if Kageyama was like that and then after the match came back and said, "Hey, like I was talking about this, he just says things and let it go, and people have to kind of morph to how he interacts. There's no give and take with him, and that's not always easy.
In this situation, in the middle of the play, he was like,
I
Noya,
know.
you're in the way. And then afterward, it was like all this confusion. And he was like, you were in the way of the back row attacker. And then Tanaka was like, you could have said it nicer. And it's like, how else?
Yeah, I think this is symptomatic of a year of Kageyama. It's not about this one piece. And I think the point of this is that his behavior is a little bit different. He's quiet, he's more intense. They're making the point that he's scary. He is thinking and trying to apply what he learned from national camp and trying to solve the puzzle and all of those things, and it just makes, he looks a little broody.
I am so upset about this because I can relate to
I know
this
you can.
so much.
I know you can.
And I'm like really having PTSD. And like, you know what? Yeah, he's quiet, but he's like you said, trying to apply his learnings from the national team camp. He's problem solving. He's trying to get better. And like, I'm sorry if that makes you a little uncomfortable, but it has nothing to do with you.
Yes, you are not incorrect, but that's not how all people function. So there needs to be...
It just sucks that it's the impression I'm getting is that he needs to change because not everybody works that way, so you have to change.
No, there has to be compromise and understanding. That's all.
Adam's like, I said what I said, we're moving on.
Dr. Tech's got some fans.
Sorry, why are you showing up at a practice match and cheering?
In your blazers.
Like, sure, come watch, but like, don't cheer.
構いませんので。
すいません。
No.
I actually kind of really like this as a mental test for Karasuno.
Am I like kind of embarrassed for them?
If I was on Karasuno, I would be so fired up to thrash this team now. You're gonna hang a banner in our gym, let's get after it.
点を取ったら盛り上がっていこうぜ。二口。すっかり首相らしくなって。いろんな方法で相手にプレッシャーかけんだよ。心折りに行くんだよ。主審に目をつけられない程度に。練習でできないことは本番でもできないぞ。いいぞ、二口。
Wow.
土手工業さんは楽しそうで何より。
He's like, you know what, I'm gonna go through this wall today.
He's not figuring it out.
なんかカラスの微妙じゃねえか。だな、これ勝てちゃうよ。クイック。しまった。ナイスキー。
もう一回飛べよ、ブロック。今のは二度飛びできただろ。
多分言われなくても分かってるやつ。
何をイライラしてんのさ。王様はご機嫌斜めですか？あ
あ。
月島、他のやつの言うことはもうちょい素直に聞くのに、影山のはダメだな。
理屈じゃないからね、仲の悪さは。
雰囲気悪。
タイム取りますか？
いいよ。大丈夫。
Let them work it out. It's a great visual.
あ、今日ダメだな。どうした？
さあ、すまん。トスは良かったよ。
じゃあ決めてくださいよ。
Okay, okay, that part, probably not. Here I am, fighting to the death for Kageyama, and he has to go and pull some move like that. Give me a break. I take back everything I said.
He's ornery right now.
I think that he is just so frustrated. Like, he has been trying to get his hitters like in a good position all match, and he finally did, and I saw he messed it up, like, and he's frustrated.
Yeah, well, I think the other thing to think about too is it's expectations, right? So far in your career, he's been able to isolate hitters one-on-one by making good decisions. As the skill gap closes and you play better teams, you can't always do that. So he is probably feeling like he's failing when there's 2 or 3 blocks up there, and he's thinking, I am not doing my job, I need to be able to solve this puzzle. But the reality of it is his expectations need to change based on the level of competition. And so he's going through probably his own internal expectations, plus the learning, plus the problem solving, and it's a lot.
But to defend my point again, Tsukushima's response to him, like, I understand, like, Tsukushima's a smart player, he doesn't need to be told, like, everything. But, like, his response to him was not good. And I understand that they have their own personal issues, but...
Yeah, neither of them are behaving in a great way at this point. They're just grinding each other's gears.
I will say that, yeah, he did. Kageyama did step over the line a bit with that response to Asahi, because he did take responsibility for his error.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm curious what Ukai's gonna say or do.
Oh, あのな影山、ちょっと試したい。
俺はいいトス上げてます。もっと決めてください。
Sounds like somebody's peeing on the ground. He is feeling a lot of pressure.
久々に王様節じゃない？もっと早く動け、もっと高く飛べ。俺のトスに合わせろ。勝ちたいだろ。
Old habits die hard.
Oh, Kageyama, I had your back, man. Dang it.
前から思ってたけど、王様ってなんでダメなの？横暴だからだっけ？自己中だから？でもどっちみち影山が何言っても納得しなかったら俺は言うこと聞かない。
俺は内容はどうあれ言い方がムカついたら聞かない。
左に同じ
とか言いつつ、田中は自分に言われたことは多分聞くよな。仲間への礼儀に厳しいだけで。
まあな。まあ俺は優しく言ってもらいたくはある。
So he's a little soft.
だからお前が王様かどうかはあんまり関係ない。つうか王様って普通にかっけえじゃんかよ。
スパイカーが打ちやすい以上に最高のトスはない。それは確かにコミュニケーションで探っていくもの。でも喧嘩しないってことじゃねえと思うぞ。
チビちゃんが欲しいトスに 100% 答えているか、答える努力をしたのか。
今のトスはどうでしたか、これ。もっと早く打てると思うんだよな。わかった。
お利口さんよな。
ああ、すまん影山。前からブロックとタイミングずらして打つの試してみてんだけど、伊達君相手にはまだうまくいかなくてさ。でもトスはいい感じだから、そのままで頼む。次もまたブロック多めに捕まるかもだから先に謝っとく。すまん。
俺もキワキワコース狙いはやめない。なんつったって貴重な伊達子相手だからな。ムカついても我慢しろ。
場合によります。
ちょっと2セット目始めます。
喧嘩ですか。
This is what I love about teams, though. Right? You need all of the personalities. You need a little friction. And you know Kageyama just wants to win. And everybody's pissed off at him. And Hinata comes to his rescue.
But Kageyama's perfectionist tendencies, even and his high expectations, even though it's hard to match up or live up to those expectations and you'll never be perfect, it pushes his teammates to be better.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that the way he responded to a couple of those statements was right, but you need the guys who can break the tension. You need the guys who expect more all the time. You need the guys who have somebody's back. Like, you need the ones who think their way out of problems. Like, it's...
Those are team dynamics, and you have to figure them out as a group. And you just hope that there's enough patience and communication to work it out. Because here's the other piece. I would imagine as a setter, you're putting up good sets, your hitters are making mistakes, but Asahi didn't communicate to Kageyama what he was working on.
Nope.
So I'm setting you good balls and you're making errors, and I'm sitting there thinking, what the heck, right? It'd be the same thing if Asahi didn't tell Ukai what he was working on, right? Same with Tanaka. Mistakes are okay if you're getting better, but if that's not communicated and you're working on something in isolation, it's very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a give and take here in this regard.
Very important lessons here, everybody. And I know I'm going to get ripped so hard for how desperately I was defending Kageyama. I'll do it again.
まあ、喧嘩って人に言われてやるもんじゃねえしな。でも、あれだな。影山が言いたいことを言うようになったとして、その逆はどうだろうな。実力の飛び抜けた影山は、他の連中からすれば文句のつけ方がわからんかもしらんし。
今日真ん中からの攻撃進めぞ。影山君はビビってるのかな。
Except for Hinata.
確かにいつもと比べると少ないね。
He's freaked out about the bunch block.
文句つける人。
試しにボール1個半。こいつ合わない。あいつらあんなんで大丈夫かよ。知ったこっちゃねえけど、影山もミスすんだな。
おい、合わせねえからな。
あ、そう。
別に結構ですけど。
影山って意外とすげえ気使うよな。さっきのも特別変なこと言ってるわけじゃないだろ。
やっぱ中学の頃の揉め事気にしてんすかね。
Everybody's got scar
私
tissue.
のこと引きずるタイプに見えないのにな。
何が重たいことなのか、それは人による。影山には中学の時の一本が超重い一本、
でもさ、詳しい事情知らないけど、一個だけ確実なのは、今の影山は自分は間違っている可能性があるって分かってるってこと。多分それは中学のチームメイトに体当たりで気づかされたこと。
あっちチャンスボール。
あ、そこへ。今までの影山はスパイカーの癖にさえ合わせてきた。それをあえて外し、スパイカーの打点を引っ張り上げる。
Hit over top of some blocks now.
惜しい。でも今の高かったな。
飛んだな。
いい顔してんな影山。
さっき落ち着いて心沈めて。影山スッキーを煽るな。
うるさい。
Yamaguchi always has to come to his rescue. Or thinks he has to
支
come
配
to
者
his
っぽくて
rescue.
一番かっこいいだろうが。
Do it.
セッターはチームの司令
Being
塔だぞ。
Kageyama.
試合中一番ボールに触れるのがセッターだと。支配者っぽくて一番かっこいいだろうが。
あんな風に言ってたことすんなり消えるわけない。どんなにいい子ぶろうとしてもお前の本質は王様なのだ。観念するがいい。新コート上の王様誕生だ。
It's like, I'm gonna own this now, baby.
俺は他人の気持ちとかよくわかんねえし、
言葉選びも間違うみたいです。
知ってる。
何を今さら。
でも最高のセッターになるよう努力します。それこそ今更だな。お前はずっとそうだろ。
何王様、ずいぶんいい子じゃん。
もう月島大人げない。ひなたに言われた。
さっきの根に持ってやがるね。
いいゲス顔だな。ゲスリードブロッカー。
ややこしいわ。
ここはお利口さんでいい。
人の気持ちなんて分かんなくて普通だ。いやまあ考えるのは大事だろうけど、プレーに絶対必要とは思わない。試合の状況と選手の状態を把握するんだ。
Really interesting kind of team dynamic conversations with that. And you never want to make someone be something they're not. But everybody has to find a way to be themselves and work together. And that always takes a little bit of give and take. And Kageyama's the best, period. He trains harder, he's smarter, he works at it. He's the one who can make everybody better. And you need somebody like that on your team if you want to win, plain and simple. But as he's tempering the other players, you have to not lose them. And that's where Hinata does a really good job of breaking the tension, of making him smile. And Hinata calls everybody out. Like, Kageyama was admitting he was wrong, and he was trying to bring the team together and say, hey, look, I get it. And Tsukishima made a comment that wasn't helpful in the moment, and Hinata told him to stuff it. And that's good too.
Hinata is good at bridging the gap.
Yeah.
Between different types of communicators.
I don't know, I think this is totally normal.
I think it's completely normal.
You stick 10 competitive people together, there's gonna be some headbutting.
Well, I think I said this in my first watch through too, and I'll say it again. It's just like, if anybody thinks they're gonna go through any type of relationship, whether it's like a team like this, a work relationship, a romantic one, a friendship, whatever, and you think that you are never gonna have conflict, that's ridiculous. Like, any healthy relationship with good communication, you will disagree, there will be arguments, but it's like how you resolve it and how you're able to come back to like understanding each other, that's important. So like, this isn't just like a team sport thing, it's a life thing. Like,
well, and I think that the most important thing to me is that you reflect on what happens. You can't always control what you say in the moment or the reactions or how things go, but you can take time when you're alone to think about it and then come back and say, hey, maybe I was out of line or whatever. To me, seeing what Kageyama did at the end, that's huge for me as a coach.
Well, that's kind of the point that I was making about Tsukishima earlier, is that like, the way that he comes at people is like inappropriate in a different kind of way. And it's just like that interaction that just happened is like case in point.
Yeah.
It's like that was unnecessary and it was pretty mean. Like, what purpose does it serve other than to put somebody else down? So it's like,
well, and at the same time, that kind of cutting, joking humor is who he is. So he can't lose all of that, but he has to pick and choose his times. And am I saying this because I'm upset right now, or am I saying it to be funny, or like, it's all of it.
We're in the weeds here. Love it.
おー、かなりやってきたな。
ツッキーナイスキー。
縦高のブロックの精度は慣れるにつれ上がってきてる。少しでも打点が低ければ捕まってた。
月島、 元がでかいから今までも打点が低いとは全然思わなかったけど、もっと高くから打てたんだな。
やっぱり
しんどそうだけどな。
ここね、伊達校のセッターと合わせた時はたまにあのくらいの高さで打ってました。
ほ
う月島ってこうコンパクトにパパーって打つ感じじゃないですか。助走もスイングも。
ミドルブロッカーは速い攻撃ばっかだからそういうことが多いよな。
セッターも速さを意識してトス低くなりがちだしな。
でも小金はトスが高めにずれちゃうことが多かったから。すまん。合宿中に月島の方が自然とっていうか仕方なく小金になんとか合わせようってしてる感じだったんです。
よく見てんな。なんか育ったな。
はい。それを引き出す影山。やっぱやべえっす。月島にも高さで負けたくないっす。
いや、お前もさ。
ガンガンよこせ。 いえ。田中さん。
Okay.
打ち方雑に
Like, so I'm free to speak? Perfect. Everybody listen up.
するという手があります。
これは多分影山君的に気を使った発言よ。わかるよ。でもね、
俺は引っ込まねえよボケ。ちなみに今の力任せに打ったのは認める。
素直か。偉いな。田中もバテバテってわけじゃないし、この限られた状況の中でどうするのか試すべきだと思うな。本番でもなるべく交代はマイナスを補うためじゃなくプラスの戦略で使いたいだろ。
わかりました。じゃあ本数減らして様子見ますね。
そういうのさりげなくやってくれたら嬉しいかな。減らしますって言われてお願いしますって俺言わねえから。
さりげなくやってみます。
はい。俺には言ってくれ。俺はなんか本数減らされてるって自分で感づく方がショックだ。
やったかよ。ベストを尽くしますが状況によります。
いい甘やかすな。
彼らは常に変化する。
So he is like a little bit of a baby, a little high maintenance.
でもこの2、3年生がいれば大丈夫と思える。3年生はよくすごい1年生が入ってくれてよかったと言いますが、影山君にとっても同じですね。
だな。
Yeah, you need older teammates to help guide you.
ナイス！影山！レフト！少しネットに近いか。
Not quite a reset, but
アセさんが謝るとこじゃねえっすから。
ごめん。
今のはこっちがフォローするとこです。
いやごめん。
謝るなって言われながら怒られてんの面白いな。つうか田中珍しい。
龍もヒートアップしてますね。なんか俺のセリフ取られた気分です。影山君は自分のトス乱れたことスルーですか。
everybody, he messed up.
Taking accountability to the next level, like Karastuno.
今日カラスのいまいちじゃん。
やべ短い。
He seemed a little nervous. Wait, didn't that go out?
I thought it was out.
ひなた悪い。
サーブで崩しブロックで仕留める。完璧なサーブ&ブロックだ。
今のところ伊達校の目立ったビッグサーバーはあの新章くらいだけど、他にいいサーブの使い手が育ってきたらいよいよ手がつけられねえかもな。
Wow, I've never seen him serve before, I don't think.
惜しいぞ俺。
How did he bring in the heat?
一番厄介な相手になるのは伊達校かもな。
I actually really appreciate these last two episodes for a variety of reasons. One, we got to see Date Tech and Aoni again. obvi. But once again, I will compliment the writing and the issues teams face, what happens when you play against better opponents, when there are different expectations, when, you know, A, B, and C in a team environment happens. It's all captured and addressed and talked about here. And it doesn't always look the same, but you always have the same core issues that you have to sort through. And it was really well done, actually, I thought.
I like these episodes. I think these are things that need to be addressed. I found nothing wrong with what happened. Like there were a couple snips that were like not great, but overall, like.
But think about
necessary, normal. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, you think about coaching a 14, 15, 16-year-old team and having them watch this and the conversations you can have around seeing this. What do you think about this player? How do you think that went? Like, it's very practical, and yeah, it's very interesting.
Now that they've established their communication standards, I feel like they are over communicating, which is also normal. So it'll like level out eventually, but you can see everybody just like going above and beyond now.
Well, and because they're figuring it out, right? Kageyama is the gold standard, and he's talking to people, and people want to feel like they have a little bit of control and a little bit of say, so they're gonna look at things for him, and they're gonna tell him things that may or may not be accurate, because you're trying to find that balance with your teammate. That happens.
Datetek is gonna be really good though.
Real good.
Especially if their setter can figure it out.
Yeah, because we didn't see much of their attacking, but their serve and block.
Fudakuchi's improved, Aoni's serving is clearly improved. They're figuring it out with their setter. Like,
oh yeah,
you got friggin' John Lennon back there just
rocking out.
Rocking out. This was good for them.
Yeah.
From a playing perspective, from a team perspective, communication, whatever, it was very good for them.
And you don't want to be sorting through these things at nationals.
No.
So good to play against a team with a really good block that you struggle with. How are we going to talk about this? How are we going to do that? How are we going to reset when the chips are down, when things aren't going well? Because really up until this point, they've sailed through. Everything's gone their way. They've won the close matches. They've gotten all the bounces. They've used their tricks. Like, eventually you hit adversity. How do you deal with it?
I keep saying I love this season for every season, but like I love this season too. Let us know what you are thinking. I bet we are going to get a lot of opinions about the Kageyama, Tsukushima, the communication. Is it good? Is it bad? So let us hear it. Hit us up in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Haikyu coming next week. Bye.